Not so long ago, beginner shoes were super stiff, board lasted and designed for climbing V-dips outdoors. Nowadays there's a plethora of soft and most notably fun climbing shoes designed for indoor bouldering that blur the line in between beginner, intermediate and even advanced with some of the features these modern shoes have. The Boreal V7 is a good example of this sort of shoe. It's soft, it's super sticky, and it's also comfortable. So even if you are beginner, intermediate, or even advanced, it's the sort of thing you could use indoors as a training shoe that is going to last. It also comes in at an extremely competitive price at £95, which in the year 2026 qualifies as cheap. There are a lot of parallels to be drawn between the V7 and the Scarpa Origin we reviewed a few weeks ago. In fact, they're designed with pretty much the same user group in mind, just with a very different fit. Another point of difference with the V7 is the rubber it uses. Whereas Scarpa used the S72 rubber, their own proprietary compound, super sticky stuff, Boreal used their Zenith Quattro 2 compound. Now this is at the harder wearing and more durable end of the spectrum. It's still sticky, but I would say that its benefit, for the most part, is its longevity. And the fact there is in between 4 and 4.5 mil of it on the outsole means that these are a shoe that you can definitely use and abuse, and they will take the punches. The other major point of difference lies within the fit. Now these feature the same last as the Boreal Joker, but do have a different feel as a result of that rubber toe patch on top, which definitely gives it a snugger feel. The V7 also has a much more pointed toe profile. And whether or not these suit you versus another, such as the Scarpa Origin, largely depends on the shape of your foot, and we'd always recommend trying before buying. When it comes to performance, it's perhaps a little ironic that it's called the V7, because in many ways it'd probably be better off being called the V3 or the V4, because V7 probably represents the upper end of the grades that you'd wish to climb with it. Around that point, you'd probably be looking for a more technical climbing shoe. But if you're looking at doing a recreational circuit indoors or going somewhere like Font and climbing 5s and 6s, this is arguably the perfect sort of shoe that you'd want to wear. It's fun, it's comfortable, and it also has all of those technical features you'd want, like a toe patch, to climb harder problems. Ultimately, what grade you can climb in these largely depends on your own ability. If you were to put a pair on Adam Ondra, I'm pretty sure he could climb up into the Font 8 with ease. But for the majority of us, I think it's best looking at this as a shoe that you can use for fun primarily, as opposed to outright performance. When it comes to sizing and sizing down, I went down a single UK shoe size in order to get a good fit. With my toes engaged against the end, not completely knuckled, not completely flat, just somewhere in between. These, after all, are meant to be comfortable and not crippling. It's also worth mentioning that we have the higher volume model here. There is a low volume alternative available. The Boreal V7 is a great shoe for both beginners and experienced climbers alike. And if you are looking for something soft and comfortable to climb easy to mid-grade circuits, it's a really strong option. It maybe has a ceiling in terms of its ability, but equally, that ability largely depends on yours and not just the shoes.